Mm. All right, you guys, we are here. We are back. We're back for us to have another chat about Love Island USA. Okay, another good episode, in my opinion, primarily because we got a chance to watch the crash out of Hurricane Huda. That's right, Huda. I think it's Huda, whatever it's gonna be. Okay, at this point, I really don't even care about getting her name right, for real, for real. But we have to talk more about Hurricane Huda touching down over there in the villa. Miss Girl showed her complete R's, if you ask me. The ladies allowing her to just run amok in the palace, run amok in the villa. I literally was watching the scene, and we're gonna go through the whole episode because y'all know how I do. Now, there were some parts that I did skip. I'm not even gonna hold y'all, but we're gonna get into some of my notes and stuff, okay? But hold on, let me do something real quick on my notes. Give me 1 second. But when they were in soul ties towards the end, I was like, mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. I didn't like the fact that the ladies, I was literally looking at the screen like, so ain't nobody, like, nobody's gonna say anything, right? So nobody's gonna tell her that she doing too much. Like, you mean to me, like nobody's going to tell her that she's overreacting. Like, nobody's gonna say anything. Nobody. Then you trying to blame Iris for stuff when honestly Iris didn't choose this. Okay, she didn't land on what Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on her. It's like I'm a little confused. So why are we acting like this? Okay, but let us get into it first. Okay, so they gave us a recap of the episode, letting us know what all pretty much was taking place from the previous episode. And the only highlight that I had from that was the fact that Ace's laugh, they put Ace's laugh in the intro as if it was like some type of haunting type of laugh. And I got a little kiki out of that. I thought that it was hilarious to me in my personal. I thought that was too funny. But anywho, Charlie has been kicked out and Hannah is bawling all over the place. You know, she looks like a raspberry, in my opinion, because she was just turning so red. I mean, so red. And I really wanted Hannah to just stop. Like, granted, I do feel a little bad for Charlie leaving, yes. But Hannah, this is your own fault. And I think she came to terms with that at some point, right? But this is your fault. So Pepe and Charlie did hug it out. They hugged each other. All is cool there. Pepe is truly disturbed, though, honestly, because he wasn't expecting that either. Like that, the way America came and really shook that villa up. I mean, even the bombshells were shook. I feel like they didn't even feel safe, even though they were safe. I feel like they didn't feel that way though, right? It just really shook some things up. So Charlie and Hannah had to chat, and I just need to know if you guys felt how I felt about it, where he tells her that he felt like she was special and didn't want her to forget him. And then he tells her when she comes out of here, if she hasn't already met somebody else, that maybe they can link up on the outside. I was like, why are they showing us this scene of them whispering as though they are in a rom-com or something? Okay, some type of romantic, dramatic, some type of something. You know, it was like fresh out of a movie or something. I was like, what is this? Is giving movie antics a little bit, but okay. So Ace. Now y'all, this we got a little mess over there. Now this what the guys had. This what the guys decided they was finna turn up just a little piece, okay? Shout out to the 100 plus we have in the chat at this time. If we could get 100 likes, that'll be great. Okay. Um, if we could get 100 likes, that'll be great. Okay, thank you. So Ace asked, like, I think he was asking Austin. He was like, "Yo, if I could ask you, if you don't mind, like, what made you choose Taylor? Like, why would you do that?" And Austin says that he couldn't really make a decision. Right? He couldn't make a decision. Austin, you really played yourself. And the way that you went on to talk shit, my boy, I need you to be the next out. I need you to be the next out. The way that you went and talked that shit over there to Jeremiah, I said, oh, Austin, I fear we handled this wrong, America. Yes, we got some things right, but we also got some things wrong. Like, motherfucker, you are the reason why you want to sit up there and try and likely blame someone else for the decision of what happened with your boy Charlie. Oh, no, right? But I feel like he felt sour, or I don't know. I don't know what was going through Austin's head. None of us do. But at the same time, it was given, well, since my boy got two, I'm gonna give one to Taylor. I'm just gonna put one on Taylor. See, no, actually, at that time he didn't have to. I think everybody had one, or at least Huda and Austin had one. He had to give one to Taylor. He wanted to even it out, and you played yourself. You legit sat there and you played yourself, and you played your homeboy too. But anywho, that's what you get. So Nick says, "Do you see how your decision now has you sending your best friend home, baby?" Let me tell y'all something, Nick. I see why you and Ace are close. Y'all do be giving a little flip floppy vibes, just a little bit. I see why you guys are close, but I'm with you when I'm with you. Okay, I'm glad that you took that knife and you dug it in there a little bit more and you twisted it just a little bit so he could see. Do you see how your decision making has affected things in the villa and has you sending your best friend? Do you see this? Yes, putting it on him to let him know, this is some of this your fault. Don't put your hands on me. Don't touch me now. Okay. But I need you to understand that some of this is your fault too. I said, come on, Nick. So Austin says that he didn't know he said, I don't know. I felt like Huda and Jeremiah had like a really good connection. So Nick says, no offense, Jeremiah, but Charlie and Hannah, they've been going through their stuff, and they really had some obstacles to get over, and they actually were overcoming them, you know what I'm saying? And so Jeremiah said, and so you gonna act like me and Huda haven't? Like, is that what like you gonna act like we ain't have our own obstacles too? So then Nick says they've been closed off since day one though. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah, like, listen. Let me go back. Nick says the biggest issue that y'all done had is another nigga making her pancakes. Like, that's y'all. Did y'all see Ace's face? Ace was like, now what? And that's how he was looking, as if he wasn't privy to the fact that Taylor made pancakes for her or something like that. I don't know what that was about. So then Jeremiah's like, listen, bro, I'm just gonna tell y'all like it ain't my fault that she ain't trying to pull y'all for chats or have conversations with y'all. Like, that's not on me, fam. Y'all trying to put that on me and that ain't got nothing to do with me. So Nick, like, but that ain't even what I'm talking about though. Okay, it's more so the fact that y'all been closed off since day one, and that right there, it's giving a piece of weird for me. Like, that's not how that should go, like. Ugh. Okay, so then Jeremiah says, what's the issue? He said, what's the issue? How you gonna tell me how to date? Okay, Love Island is set up for us to come here and to find a person that we like, and I found somebody that I like. So I'm confused on why y'all so bothered. Like, why are y'all so pressed by that? And Nick asked, why is she putting hickeys on your neck then? Baby, when I tell y'all, I felt like Nick had access to the outside. I did. I felt like Nick had access to the outside. Because sometimes when you're in the situation, you may not see it how we're viewing it from the outside. So I love when I'm watching the show and the people in the show are highlighting the things that I'm seeing, so I'm not crazy, okay? And I love that he said that, like, why is she putting hickeys on your neck, pretty much preventing the other girls from getting to know you? Like, she over there, like, really marking her territory. Like, are you not seeing this? And then Ace and him start going at it, and Ace says that, you bullshit, now you lying, you lying, you lying, you lying, you lying, you lying. So Jeremiah, like, what I'm lying about? And so he says, you over here acting like you all into one person in the beginning, and I just refuse to believe like that's how it is. Like, that's fake, bro. That's not what that is, okay? First of all, when they were going back and forth, can I say, I just kept looking at Nick and said, I did not know Nick was that tall. I said, now is Jeremiah standing off of the platform? And then when they did the wide shot, I said, no, everybody is on the platform together. So Ace is pretty short. Okay. Jeremiah maybe medium height. And then you got Nick, who tall as hell. And I just was not expecting Nick to be that damn tall, okay? The way that he was towering over Jeremiah when they was having a conversation, okay? And that ain't got nothing to do with it. It's just an observation that I had. So Ace asked, how you so sure about somebody in 30 seconds? Not 30 seconds. So Ace says him acting like he all about one person since day one is scamming. I don't care what nobody talking about. That's scamming. Jeremiah says, I got to know her. You know what I'm saying? So I feel, and then he kind of highlights, the whole point of Love Island is this, that, and the other. And I said, oh, Jeremiah think he following the rules. See, I can't not say that Ace is wrong about y'all playing the game. Yes, all of y'all should be playing the game, but I guess it's just a bit more obvious for Jeremiah, because it does make you be like, well, dang, are you really there to, for love, or what's really going on, right? Or you there just to get that money, But the way that Huda came towards the end of the episode, and the way that she was kind of like yelling at the girls and trying to say how he was using old girl to stay in the game, I'm like, Got it. I feel like they do like each other a lot. I have no doubts about that, but they definitely trying to get that money on for sure. So I feel like the Islanders weren't wrong about them trying to stay close to each other to stay safe in an effort to stay on the show longer or whatever the case is. Because I feel like she kind of slick exposed them just a little bit in that moment by trying to say he's trying to leave me to grab one to old girl in the effort to stay in the game because she's feeling some kind of way about America, pretty much not want her as there. Okay. But she was so up and down and she's so confused as to why we voted the way that we did. And I'm just like, can y'all go ahead and just release the tweets so she could really see how we feel about her? And don't sugarcoat it either. Like, let her really know how the people rocking and not rocking with her, like for real, for real. So Ace asked, no, Nick. Nick is like, don't be mad at us. Like, you over here trying to trip off and kind of like, clench your chin at us. And it's like, you need to focus on America. Because America is saying, you think we the only ones saying, do you think we hate? You think because we want to sit down and have a conversation with Huda? No, fam. America is saying this too. Okay, I know how much you want to say that we haters. I know you feel like you probably pulled the baddest girl in the villa and all of us want a piece of her or something like that and we can't get to her. Fam, that's not what that is, okay? You're gonna have to go ahead and slide over here and be mad at America because America is the ones out there making them decisions, okay? And that's just what that is. So Jeremiah says, what the fuck, America baby? Jeremiah, my hun, I fear you are done. This is just my personal, okay? And I'm just one teeny weeny piece of a vote in comparison to the many of votes that's going to come, okay? But let me tell you something. This is where I felt you could pack him up. Matter of fact, you could pack him up and make a little room for Huda since she got to be up under his ass so much they can both go in the same suitcase, okay? Because this man said, what the fuck America got to do with anything? We got a lot to do with why you motherfuckers in shambles right now. What do you mean? What the fuck does America have to do with anything? We literally had your girl vulnerable, still single, likely still vulnerable, standing on the edge, literally about to lose her position. And you talk about, so what the fuck does America have to do with anything? They not in my relationship. We all up and through your relationship, just a little piece, okay? But that's what he said. I said in all caps, I just wrote, you sealed your fate, baby. America has everything to do with it. Have fun in the villa because you won't be winning this show. Congratulations on the clout that you've received. Okay, because that's about it. You may get a little piece of money from brand deals or something like that. But if you think you're going to win this show, no. Right now, how I feel, I really believe that it's a layup for Olandria at this point, unless she pisses us off, unless and she be the most sound, reasonable thinking motherfucker in the villa. And I was like, oh, Landria, you're not finna get your girl. You're not finna tell her about herself, and you're not finna tell she doing too much. You're not finna say you be the only one that be right. Okay, and be smart and be thinking. You're not finna tell her about herself, girl, because she be doing too much. But anywho, I feel like right now, Olandria is in the lead of winning. Okay. Anywho, so then Jeremiah says that he doesn't give a fuck about what anyone, okay, what anybody got to say, what nobody got to think when it comes to how he likes somebody. And I can't say he shouldn't be like that. If that's how you feel and you really care about her, then nobody else should be able to come in and affect you when it comes to a person that you like. But let me tell you something. You say that, Jeremiah. Oh, yeah, I don't care what nobody got to say and they think it this and that when it comes to how I like somebody. But guess what, love? You also let those boys say something to you the other day and it changed your entire mood. That's when you and Huda got into it the last time, right before this recoupling or this bombshell situation, right? So yeah, you very well allow. You say you don't care, but you very much so care. And the only reason that they can move you in the way that you have been is because you were already second guessing the situation that you're in anyway. That's all that is to me. And I'm not saying that Jeremiah does not like her and has taken a liking to her. I feel like you spend a lot of hours time with a person, you're going to like them. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that you won't have a bit of reservations and uncertainty about it. And when the guys call out what you may already be thinking about to yourself, yeah, okay. But you trying to use it as, yeah, they said some things to get in my head. Can't nobody get in your head if you sure about what you doing. And you're not. And I think Ace sees that, and that's why he be saying you capping. You capping. You not all in. Because Ace also said that too now. Ace also said that too. He said that at a later time. I may have taken that on notes. And he said something about how he says he felt like they got an agenda or something like that, and either one all he says if they don't got an agenda, then either one of them is more in than the other. And it does give that Huda is more in than Jeremiah is, but he's going to continue to ride the game out because he thinks that's what's going to help him win this show. And that's not the case. Because, like I told you guys before, watching Love Island for a while, a lot of the people that come in that's so locked in in the first week, the first few days, they don't win the show. Those are not. So that's really one of the worst things he could have did in my personal. Okay. That's just what I think. But anywho, let's keep going. So let's see, where am I at? So yeah. Oh, this was crazy here. When Jeremiah says that he don't give a fuck or whatever, I noticed that the guys, when they were going back and forth, talking to each other, they kind of looked off in the distance. I feel like one of the producers may have said something to them or whatever, because then when Jeremiah said that he don't give a damn, A said, it's cool, okay. Like, you said what you need to say, okay, cool. And I think they saw the tension rising, so maybe that's why one of the producers or somebody said something, because everybody just looked back that way, right? And then they focused back in. And so Jeremiah says, well, okay, cool then. Well, if you feel like I'm bullshit, then stay on this side. A said, baby, I've been on this side the entire time. I said, ooh, that sounds like a piece of fine words to me, but I get it. They've been on this side the entire time. All right. So then Jeremiah was like, for sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. Man, I kind of felt bad for Jeremiah a little bit in that moment. Jeremiah wanted to get something cracking though. The way he was over there rolling that neck and with them teeth, baby, Jeremiah wanted to get some things in. And I understand his frustration. He's had it up to here. I feel like Ace has been on his ass since he's come onto the show. Ace has just been clocking him left and right. So I understand the tension. He's frustrated, all of that, right? So Huda says it's not our fault. It's not our fault. It's the way God wanted it. I said, now why would she go and put God up in this? That's the way that God wanted it. Don't say that after you just finished hunching this man that you ain't married to and like that. You don't even know the man like that. Don't put God up in how what he wanted. When you over there filling up, touching up, letting stuff slide in with the lights on, girl. Okay, and then climbing on top when the lights go out, thinking that we still not gonna see. Don't bring God into this. Stop that, okay? So she says she thinks America hate her, and I said, well, listen, just slow down, Huda. Okay, girl, slow down. Listen, it's not that we hate you, but we strongly dislike you for sure. I think hate is a very strong word, but I think that it's just a little piece of dislike. Okay, maybe a strong piece of dislike. And then Olandria, the smart one, says America may be for her and want her to wake up, and that we are privy to things that she may not be privy to. Olandria tells her to pretty much open her mind up. I'm like, girl, listen to me. The mind, from what I have seen come out that mind, I don't know if she needs to open it up any further than what she already has, okay? Because the more she opens her mind, the more crash out she's going to give. The more she opens her mind is an opportunity for more thoughts to surface. Okay, so I mean, it's good for entertainment purposes, right? But internally, I don't know if it's safe for her to open her mind any further. Okay, so she can keep it closed for sure. So she tells her to ask Nikki Ace, like, and Nikki Ace the ones that was about to get you the hell up out of here. So if you want to have a conversation, you really need to go talk to them. So Huda thinks America thinks that she isn't good enough for Jeremiah, and they hate her. And I'm like, how did you know this though? But it's not so much as that we think that you're too good for you aren't good enough for Jeremiah. I don't know. I don't think you guys are good for each other, but I don't know if it's good enough. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you need to slow your roll just a bit. So Austin's over there crying, talking about his best friend, and when it didn't have to be like this, he says, "Well, yeah." He's over there crying over his best friend, and I'm over here like, it didn't have to be like this if you would have just voted for Huda. And honestly, it really wouldn't have had to be like this had we sat up there and put your ass in jeopardy, which was the plan to begin with, and we got off our mark just a little piece. But you are definitely the target for me. Do you hear me? After you talk that big boy shit tonight, he has got to go. I think Americans need to unite and remember what the plan was from the beginning. And Austin, we need to free him of his misery. Please free this man immediately. Okay. So he can be having drinks and things with his best friend outside of the villa since he misses him so much. Okay. So Charlie leaves and Hannah's still over there crying. And I was just like, I don't care because she did it to herself. And Austin and Amaya did it to her ass too. Okay. Along with Charlie. They did it to them. Don't nobody give a damn. Okay. So Austin and Jeremiah. Austin is hurt and surprised by Nick. No, I'm sorry. Jeremiah is the one that's hurt, and he's surprised by Nick. And Austin over there, like, I ain't surprised at all. Like, hell no. Like, nah. Cause he ain't nothing but a minion. Yeah, he follows Ace. Whatever Ace tell him to do, they gonna do. So I'm not surprised at all, baby. One thing about it, Austin, you fake, baby. I'm gonna say it right out the gate. You are a fake motherfucker. I don't care what anyone says. He's sitting over there at the table near Hannah, and then he wants to walk off after she just got finished kissing Pepe. When honestly, like Olandria said, like, is she wrong? Like, they're here, they're still exploring. It is what it is. But you take your ass over there to sit with your boy Charlie. Want to sit up there and be cool with your boy Charlie and say, I had to leave because I can't stand that. I can't stand that. You couldn't stand her laugh, and she's had that same laugh for some time, but you made sure you pull her in different challenges so that you could kiss up on her, though. But you can't stand her laugh. Like, you're a fake mother to me. He's a fake mother to me. Okay. What else is going on? I see some people saying Ace is fake as fuck too. Listen, that's your personal. That's your personal, because he do got a little piece of fake in him too. And we're gonna get that. We're gonna get to that. So Ace, I did feel like Ace wasn't wrong though. When he tells them that Huda and Jeremiah are a scam and they trying to make it to the end with the same person, he thinks they have an agenda or one of the persons got more feelings than the other, right? And they're not being honest about that. So he says all of America can see that, right? Austin over there talking his shit. He wouldn't say to Ace's face. Okay, I would like to see it. So Austin says, F all of them. No, baby, fuck you. Why you over there talking about fuck all of them, but you also was the same one running over there trying to go ahead and get back in the good graces of Taylor. Yeah, but it's really giving fuck all of them. Remember, no, baby, fuck you. Okay? You the one that sent your friend home, and don't you ever forget it. Okay? Because you had one job, one choice. Okay, but you was not giving one band, one sound, and I hate that for you. So anyway, Huda pulls Ace for a chat, and Huda asks if there's something that they aren't telling her. And then she toss him, come on, let me know. Like, don't have me looking stupid. I said, ooh, scoot back. You have yourself looking stupid. Ain't nobody doing it. You doing that. You don't have yourself out here looking dumb as hell, embarrassing your daughter. You don't do that, okay? So Ace thinks they are doing mad love bombing when it comes to them. And Jeremiah is pretending they've been locked in since day one and that they're going to leave together. So Ace says America felt the same way, so I don't really know what to tell you. So Ace also tells her that he felt like it's a red flag for her to let somebody in so fast the way that she has, right? So this is what she's saying. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about Ace telling her that, because I don't feel like Ace was wrong telling her that, but let me know how y'all felt about that. So then this is where Huda goes and says, well, Ace, can I tell you something? Can I let you know something? There's a reason that I'm moving the way that I'm moving, and not really giving a lot of guys a chance with me and stuff. And so, girl, as she was ramping up this conversation, I knew what she was going to say. All I heard was, I'm a mother. I'm a mother. That's all that I heard her saying. And that's exactly what she said. Well, I'm a mom. And Ace was like, okay. He gave her, okay, and like, what else got? I get you. My mama was a single mama too. Okay, but what else is going on? Like, what else you talking about? I said, I don't know, that's motherfucking right, Ace. I'm with you on that. I don't care how nobody feel. I'm with you on that. Oh, and you're a mama? Let me tell you something. As a mama, Okay, and me being one and a single one once upon a time, girl, let me tell you something. I'm not finna be getting close to folks like that, especially, and I need y'all to understand something. 2 weeks, baby. It's only been like 2 weeks. It's only been like 2 weeks. You over here crashing out like y'all been dating for 6 months. It's been 2 weeks. Okay. I feel like you should take your time and explore and get to know people. Okay. And find the best fit that's going to be not just for Huda, but for Huda and her child. Right? That's just what I think. And I felt like she used the whole, oh, I'm a mother, to try and gain some sympathy from Ace, but Ace wasn't having it. And let me tell you another reason why. Ace was like, okay, and because Ace Slick already found out from Nick. We'll be a fool to think. This is why y'all have to bring the live feeds back. Please, Peacock, if any of you guys are watching this, please, please bring the live feeds back. Please. Because do you know how juicy that would have been to have seen Huda have a conversation with Nick, tell him not to tell the guys, and then on the live feeds, like Big Brother, we see him go and have a conversation with Ace and Taylor exposing that. Like, that would have been some pure entertainment. Like, please bring that back. Okay? Not unseen bits. That's different. That's what y'all still edit and want us to see. No, no, no. We want live feeds, okay? Raw footage. Thank you. Anywho, so yeah, so Huda tells Ace that she's a mom. I feel like she was just using that to try and get some sympathy. I love that Ace was not, trying to kind of sympathize with her in that moment because, girl, that should be the reason that you don't move the way that you're moving in the villa. To me, and then knowing that she says, and I left my daughter. Yeah, if you left your daughter, I don't know if she's watching this show or if she's going to watch this show. For you to say that you're an emotionally mature person, that's a problem because everything you're giving is not emotionally mature and you're not taking into consideration, in my opinion, to me, your child, if she's seeing this show and seeing how you act. But you also said that your child's your best friend and she tell you what it is. So I feel like your daughter gonna fuck around and let you know, mommy, you look stupid. Yeah, you know when you was running behind that man, like why were you listening on the side of the building like that? Why didn't you just pull him for a talk and have like a real conversation, mommy? You didn't have to shoot a bird at that man and call him a punk bitch, mommy. You didn't say he was a pussy bitch. You didn't have to say that, mommy. You really crashed out. It really wasn't no good look. So when your daughter tell you that, cause one thing about kids, they gonna keep it honest with you. It's okay. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing. I kind of actually I do want to hear about it. Tell me about it, girl. Okay, but I ain't gonna say that. Just tell me about it. Anywho, get it together. So Jeremiah and Iris end up talking, and I kind of feel bad for Iris a little bit. I do like the fact that Jeremiah is trying to open up just a bit more because I'm like, damn, that is a bit unfair to her being coupled up with a person that could potentially end up treating her the same way Ace treated Amaya. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, hopefully he sleeps this off. Like he said, in the morning, things are a bit better and he actually gives her somewhat of a chance. However, I feel like what Huda is doing when she goes and pulls that girl for a chat, I feel like she kind of used that as a moment to bring further division between Iris and Jeremiah. Like, see me crying, see me being emotional, see how much I really love this guy. If I couldn't try to be your friend by telling you I needed a tan, maybe I can lay it on you thick with all these tears and be emotional and cry, and maybe you'll kind of like fall back from him or whatever the case was. Like, it was giving manipulation. Okay, emotional manipulation a bit to me. So yeah, so Jeremiah, he said he was caught off guard. Iris says America may think that y'all do a lot of fighting. Yeah, Iris knows this because she watched the show too, I'm sure, before she came into the villa. Every time, like y'all, even when they sat down tonight, it was a problem. Like every time we see them interact, it's definitely giving all y'all do is argue. All y'all do is argue. So anywho, Jeremiah feels I think he felt the blame or something like that. He said he doesn't know if America doesn't like them together, doesn't like her, or doesn't like him. And I'm like, it's definitely y'all together. Okay, individually we might like y'all, but together that's dead. Okay, Taylor and Ace tells him when it tells him he need to step it up. Pretty much like when you don't step it up, this what happens. Somebody steal your girl, your girl. But y'all, I really think Olandria really likes Taylor. I don't see it going much further with Jalen at all. I think she thinks he's a sweet guy. I think she finds him to be attractive and stuff, but I just don't think that this is going to go far like I would want it to. I think she's stuck on Taylor, and I do see them recoupling back with each other. Unless he does something that people don't like or whatever. But I definitely can see that. And then Taylor, it's just the fact that Ace has to keep telling you what it is that you need to do. And it's just like his word. He's like, it was something that he said that made me feel like, yeah, nah, I don't think that you like her the way that you say you do. So, he was like, she's hella cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I fuck with a man. Like, yeah, she hella cool, man. I'm like, that does not convince anyone. It damn sure don't convince me, love. Give me 1 second, y'all. It does not convince me at all. So I don't know. I think if anything, he's just trying to figure out a way for him to stay on the show, honestly. Yeah, that's what that is. I don't know if he's really into her, but time will tell. So Huda says Jeremiah didn't check on her once. Y'all, I really feel like Jeremiah did check on her. When you go back and watch the beginning part, and I saw this in the beginning, didn't he hug her? When everything went down and everybody was standing around, he hugged her when he was standing up there. And for her to be standing, and this is just my opinion, right? And maybe he should have checked on her at some point throughout the night. But I felt like you act like you're the only person that has to process what just happened tonight. And you're not. He has to process this too. And you literally was standing a few feet away from him as the dudes was tearing into his ass, okay? Maybe y'all could have both comforted each other potentially. I don't know. Okay, because he looked like he wanted to bite somebody's head off. So y'all both were going through y'all stuff. If y'all do not talk tonight, bitch, it's okay. And see, she really got on my nerves, y'all. She really did. Because the crying, the theatrics was like, girl, you act like this man ain't 3 beds down from you. You act like he left the villa. Like, why are you acting like Jeremiah was Charlie, packing his shit up, leaving? The way that you over here crying. Because you don't get to share a bed with because you don't get to touch up on somebody's zigger wicker. You don't get to touch on his zig and get it a little whore and hop on it. Calm down. Y'all, you'll be okay. You will see that man the next day. Like, at least you were still able to see him and potentially work things out. Whereas Hannah doesn't have that opportunity because her man is out. He gone. She forced to get to know a new connection. Like, you're doing too much, okay? Period. So, Huda says Jeremiah, didn't check on her once, and she feels like she was genuine, but thinks she almost got voted off because he wasn't genuine. And I'm like, no, you almost got voted off because of you, and I wish you knew that. You are the problem. I wish that you knew why you almost got voted off. Miss BITCH, your favorite word. So she gets out the shower and she's snapping on him, and I guess she said, my husband wouldn't do this, that, and the other, and yada yada, calls this man a BITCH. And he just standing outside listening to everything, and she walking out, and he says, I didn't lie to you. For the record, I didn't lie to you. And she just kept going on about her business. Now he trying to say she done. I said, you lying. I don't believe you. Talk about you done with her. I don't believe that. So she over there crying, and she's crying. She acting like he left the villa. We got into that. At least that's how I was feeling. All this extra crying in the back room with the girls and stuff, emotional. She done got in her bed for the night. She over there. I think she looked down and saw him in the bed with old girl. Then she crying again, cried herself to sleep. And it's like, he didn't break up with you. We broke you guys up. However, okay, it doesn't mean that y'all can't still work on the connection that you have. Like, it was just, I don't know. It was just too much. It was just, I was like, girl, calm down, honey. Just relax, please. Like, so the bombshells get a date. They get a surprise that night. They get a date, or at least that next morning. So they all go on a date together. And they snuck out, okay? And Jeremiah's still pissed, and he's still feeling away because he says things are over with him and Huda because she called him a liar and a bitch. Did y'all catch how Nick flipped? Did y'all catch how Nick really got on my? I need Nick to pick a side at some point. So Ace is back to trying to pursue Shelly child because Iris then got teamed up with his boy Jeremiah. So he trying to make sure she happy and satisfied. So they done cook breakfast up for the remaining girls at the villa. So it seems like Miss Huda, she wasn't trying to participate, but the other ladies did. But it was more so just he just needed some people to watch while him and Shelly had like a ping pong breakfast date or whatever. So I mean, it was cool. She likes that type of stuff. Austin is sitting over there watching everything, and I just need this recoupling when it comes down to it. I don't know if they're gonna send another bombshell in. I feel like they might with this recoupling. I don't know. But with this recoupling on tomorrow night, and it's like, dang, let me say this too. I don't like the fact that the recoupling is happening much quicker. Like, what's tomorrow? Tuesday? I feel like this recoupling should have happened on Thursday and not on Tuesday night because give these people time in their couplings, even though I already know that they may be filming like what a day to 2 days ahead by the time we see it. But it's like, give them some more time in their couplings first before we just do another recouple like the very next day. But anywho, it is what it is. Um so yeah, Jeremiah, I think that he's probably gonna end up picking Huda again, potentially. I think they're gonna figure their stuff out. And hopefully Ace go ahead and picks Shelly. And who knows? Based on how this coupling may go, somebody else may be going home. Possibly. So we'll have to see how they go about voting, get another person off. I feel like it would be too soon, but that's how it goes in Love Island. It is what it is. Just like they was bringing them bombshells in too soon, they could send motherfuckers home very soon. So, oh well. What else? So Huda thinks Jeremiah did her dirty, and he gets to go on a date. So she woke up and she looked around. She didn't see them in the bed, so she goes and wakes up Taylor and tell him like, they're going on a date. They're going on a date. Like, this is so freaking mixed up. He did me wrong, and he's the one that gets to go on a date. And it's like, girl, what did he do? He didn't come and hug you that night. Like, you act like he made the decision to get you and pack you the hell up. No, we was trying. We were trying real hard. Okay? We were. But anywho, so Ace is back to pursuing Shelly. We got into that. I did not care about Hannah and Pepe's conversation. I'm sorry. I just don't care. I don't care. Olandria and Jalen, they were cute. They did a massage with each other or whatever. And of course, they talked about things about, being raised by single moms. He was raised by all women. When it came to Olandria, she says that she has issues with letting a man lead. And she also talks about how, with her being single, she takes on more of a masculine role. And I feel like she hasn't met the right man to make her feel safe at all yet. And honestly, y'all, I don't see her doing that with Taylor. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I know you don't want to take if you telling a man right now, as you guys as he's supposed to be courting you, or you guys are dating, or whatever you're doing, and you have to constantly let him know things that you want him to do for you, and even Ace is having to let him do, you're gonna continue to stay in that masculine position in that relationship. Now, I don't, that's why I feel like give Jalen more of a chance to see how he shows up. I don't know. He might step up and do certain things for you that somebody else hasn't, that makes you feel comfortable with falling back, okay? And outside of that masculinity or that masculine role or whatever the case is, right? Just like give it some time. But I guarantee you, Taylor not coming with that type of energy that you're looking for in a country man. But that's just my personal yikey dikey, okay? What else? Oh, Landria, yeah. But I did think that moment was cool. Did y'all catch? I don't know if anybody else caught it. So once he got done getting his massage, he hugs her, and I could tell. I said, "Why she finna go in for a kiss?" I don't know if Olandria was gonna avoid the kiss, or I don't know. I don't know if she was avoiding it or was just surprised that he was trying to give her a kiss, so she kissed him back. But meanwhile, when she got back, no, I think it was that night. I think that night when everybody got dressed, she ran and jumped into Taylor's arms. And I'm like, yeah, she feeling Taylor way more than she's feeling Jalen. And I don't know. I don't know what or why. That's where they at with it. Okay, girl. Well, so what else is going on? So Ace tells Taylor that he has no sense of urgency, and he fucking don't. And then Taylor like, what else can I do? What else can I do inside of it? I don't know. Get creative. Ace coming up with some shit every day, right? Ace is over there like, listen, breakfast should be the bare minimum. Like, what else we got going on? I don't know what you need to do. I don't know. Figure out something. Do something to speak easy. I don't know what you need to do. Something. And you know what I didn't notice? And y'all let me know. I could have sworn, and maybe I missed it. Do they have a pool at this? It should be a pool there, right? It's a pool there. I feel like I haven't seen the pool. I mean, maybe I could do some type of pool date, play some type of games at the pool, or some little races. I don't know. He could do something with that, but it just made me think also that do they even have a pool there? Because I remember they did some stuff like fun with the pool last year, so they do got a pool. Okay, guess they haven't really used it, or maybe I just forgot. But yeah, he needs to get a bit more creative. I'm getting tired. Taylor, you're boring, baby. You're boring. What else? So Huda and Amaya talk, and he's yeah. She's over there feeling away because he didn't check on her. And I'm like, yo, he going through his own thing too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I understand you may want him to show support for you in that moment, but I do feel like in this time frame, it would need to be a little grace given because he didn't make that decision. His stuff got shook up, and not only that, he literally falling out with his friends. So, yeah. Meanwhile, your friends letting you act a duck out here and being okay with it. No. So she says that she takes the lead because he's a bitch. I was like, damn, that is her favorite word. bitch. Because she takes the lead. Then she calls the man selfish. Now listen, I don't kind of like how he reacts sometimes when she brings stuff up. I don't really like how he responds because he does act like she's doing the most or whatever the case. So he's problematic as well. But girl, girl. Okay. So Jeremiah talking to Iris like did y'all catch that? He was over there talking to her like she was a homeboy calling her bruh. I said, you still not really open to the process. You still over. You stuck on Huda. So I'm like, listen, they're gonna be right back together. And let me tell y'all, when they get back together, Huda already thought they was the strongest couple in the villa, period, right? But when they get back together, she really gonna think they the strongest because it's given. Yeah, America broke us up, this, that, and the other, but we came back and we're stronger than ever. Okay, okay, and then it's gonna be bring on Casa Amor. And I need it to be a lot of Jeremiah's types up in there too. But I also kind of feel like he ain't gonna bring nobody back. We'll see. They spend like a week in Casa Amor. So we'll have to see. But they're gonna get back together. Anywho, what else we got? So Ace and Austin talk. And Austin doesn't want to be in. No, I'm sorry, not Ace, but Austin and Shelly talking. He says that he doesn't want to be in the triangle the whole time. Austin wants to tell her that he doesn't want to do this, and then he said, but when he talked to her, he feels better. No, 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 no. When you talk to her, you realize that you don't have no other options, and in order for you to stay in the villa and enjoy this experience, you're gonna have to sit in that thruppling until somebody else comes along. You, my friend, are one motherfucker that I do not want to see make it to Casa Amor. I appreciate you. Thank you for your services and keeping our girl Shelly in the game. Thank you. However, you are one mother that I do not want to see make it. So y'all gonna do y'all due diligence and pack him up, please. Thank you. Um, what else? So Nick tells her that he loves her and his decision had nothing to do with her. How did it not? How did it not have nothing to do with her when you voted for her? Therefore, what I feel like you're doing as the bestie, you're trying to say your decision had nothing to do with her. It makes me feel like you're trying to say it had everything to do with Jeremiah, and that doesn't make sense, love. Like, Jeremiah, I need you to understand that Nick is not your bestie, he's Ace's bestie. Understand that, okay? So Nick says he's disappointed in how people are moving in the villa, choosing the easy route. Nick tells her it was overbearing for her to tell Iris that Jeremiah was her man, okay? And that they closed off or whatever. Like, yeah, Nick wasn't wrong when he said it, but I also felt like he said it in a passive way. And then he follows up with how he's afraid of her. And I'm like, is that why you're being so passive right now? Like, is that what it is? I don't like that. But anywho, so Huda says that she's the most understanding person he will ever meet. I can't. You know what's so funny? And I will give her a small piece of grace. How we act in our everyday life, we may think is normal until the microscope is put on us or until we get the opportunity to see ourselves outside. Like I don't know, she may cringe. She might laugh when she actually sees how she has shown up on this show. This woman said she is the most understanding person that he will ever meet. But explain why he's afraid. Okay, I guess. All right. Just like you said that you was the most emotionally mature. Okay. Well, so Ace kisses Shelly. Did y'all catch that? Mr. I don't like nobody being all up in my personal space like that. And he all up in her personal space. And when she looks away, he gives her a kiss and almost kissed her on the lips. But baby, Shelly liked that. She did. Shelly really did like that. I need them to go ahead and just couple up and get this out their system. I do believe Ace is 1,000% going to go to Casa Amor and bring somebody else back. And I hope and pray that Shelly does the same. Matter of fact, I slick hope that he doesn't, thinking that she won't, and she still does. Either way, Shelly has to bring a person back from Casa More. Like that's just how that has to go. So Huda, she sits around, she ain't saying nothing. She trying to act bothered or whatever. Um Olandria is okay, yeah. So basically everybody's coming back from the dates, the bombshells and the villa people coming back. And of course, y'all know Huda's pissed. She goes sit down, she put them glasses on, she ain't trying to talk to nobody, she acting unbothered. Mike like, girl, come on over here and let's learn about, how her day went or whatever. She like, girl, I'm good. I'm straight. I ain't bothered. I'm like, girl, everything about you is giving bother, love. Everything. Okay. And this was when we saw Olandria run and jump into Taylor's arms. I was like, oh wow, okay. She really likes him. She prefers Taylor. Like Taylor is the one. Jalen gonna have to lay it down thick. And it's crazy because Taylor ain't even doing a whole lot. He ain't even doing nothing. Okay. So it shouldn't take much for Jalen to do for him to, get in a higher position than Taylor. So Huda crying as the girls are talking about their dates and stuff. So she leaves. She got to go to the bathroom, but instead she go back there and sit on the steps, girl, because she got to listen and hear what the people are saying. Shout out to all the folks in the chat. If we can get the likes up, potentially 300 likes, that would be great. Please like the video. So she goes and sits in the back, and I'm just like, why would you go and just eavesdrop? You know it's not going to make you feel any better. You're already hurt by what is being said by the ladies. So what you think you gonna feel when you go listen to him? So she goes anyway, and he says she didn't go. Yeah, they were talking or whatever, and he said that she probably mad because I didn't go comfort her or whatever. And Nick says, I'm sorry, bruh. I'm sorry, but I feel like as a man, it's your job to comfort the woman that you say that you're committed to. Like it's your job. And you know what else, bro? Like I have to be honest and say that, like I kind of lost a little bit of respect for you with how you handled things last night. I just threw my hands up like, God damn. I know Jeremiah felt like I can't win for losing. God, here we go. God. So Nick really irritated me. Nick is now trying to be the mouthpiece for Huda. Let me tell y'all something. I feel like the only reason why Nick is trying to be a mouthpiece for Huda is because he knew Huda probably went to go listen to what they were saying. That's one. Two, should he be on the chopping block? Should that opportunity come? Nick wants her to not say his name if he has to rely on her vote to break a tie or whatever the case is. So I see how you moving, Nick. And Nick is definitely playing the game. But now that I'm seeing you, like, I don't even want y'all folks to be second or third place. Like, I don't. I hope Sierra finds somebody else. I do. Somebody else that don't have some on their lip. Like, I absolutely 1,000% would like for her to get somebody else. Okay? You too cute for that. Okay, bump, bump, bump. Let's see. So Huda tells him, F him all the no. So when he asks something about, no, Jeremiah's like, well, when y'all tell me to explore, and I do it, first, I'm not exploring. I'm the problem. Then you tell me to explore and I do it, and I'm still the problem. Like, I can't win for losing. And so she walks back up there and says, oh, you know what? You want to act like that over there? Hey, guess what? You can explore. Do it. That's what you should do. You should do that. Take that option. Explore. right? And so she just over there walking and she's upset and she's shooting a bird at the man, giving him a middle finger and everything. And then Huda goes to the ladies calling Jerry because he's a bitch and says he's using Iris. He's using Iris as a scapegoat so he can stay in the game. And I'm like, huh? Even the other ladies was like, what? Using her to stay in the game? Like, what? Yeah, that's what y'all plan was. And that's what you salty about too. Not only did you lose your guy, but you may lose this game potentially. And as he likely make it to the finish line, because for some reason y'all have it fixated in your minds that you're going to win this show, you're feeling a way that he's going to use Iris as a way to get y'all, as a way to win the show. And it's not going to include you. And you feeling a way about that too. So maybe it's multiple levels here. So then he wants her to she says he wants to drop me to go with Iris. And I said, who said that? Now what he did say was that it's a wrap for Huda. He said she's cooked. Okay, she called me a liar, she called me a BIT, all of that stuff. And then let me tell y'all, let me go back to you, Nick, just a little piece. Because Nick gonna sit his ass up there talking about some, because bro, it really seems like you just really not trying to deal with her because she called you a liar and a BITCH. And I'm like, Nick, hello? Hello? How many women would you continue to deal with that called you a liar and a BITCH? Nick, hello? Are you there? Haven't you also talked about how she's shown up in the things that she said that you just don't support? And you think Jeremiah is supposed to stand in it? Hello, Nick, are you there? I need you to choose a side. I need you to pick a side. I need you to get there really quickly. You're pissing me off. Yes, you are. You're pissing me off, okay? You're doing a lot. So then she gets over there with the ladies, called the man a punk ass. He's a pussy ass bitch. Like she just Hurricane Huda was setting it off, okay? She was setting it off. Now I have to say, okay, I'm here for the crash out though. I saw some tweets online and people are like, yeah, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear any think pieces or anything when you guys get the crash out that you wanted. Don't be trying to dissect. And another thing, we gonna do what we want to do. Cause that's just how he is. We gonna think and say whatever we want to say. A whole lot of peace, cause that's just how he is. Okay, and yes, we wanted to crash out. Okay, and yes, we got to crash out. Yeah, and we still gonna clock her tea, cause she wrong as hell. Okay, period. Don't be mad at us. Don't be mad at us, cause your girl crashing out. Okay, don't be mad at us. She a mother, right? Because she a mother, I expect better. Okay, just a little piece. So yeah, we gonna get to thinking and piecing over here. Anywho, let's keep going. So then Huda, she crying and says, Nick is over there defending me. Nick is defending me to him right now. I said, baby, Nick is playing in everybody's face right now. That's what Nick is doing. So Huda pulls Iris. She's like, I'm finna go talk to her. I don't give a damn. I'm finna go talk. I don't care. Fuck it. I don't care. Because Huda acts like she runs this villa. Y'all sat up here and had this woman thinking that her and this man were really mom and pop, mother and father. Okay, y'all really sat up there and had those people thinking that. So now she thinks she could just do what she want to do in the villa and ain't nobody finna stop her. And producers not, because listen, this good camera time, period. We finna tune in. Okay, this is what we pay Peacock for in this moment. Yes, give us all of it. Yes, okay. So she go upstairs, baby. Iris is like, oh my God, I feel so uncomfortable. This is so uncomfortable for me. Like, what is really going on? Like, I didn't do this. Why is she coming up here? Baby, you know you a problem. First, no. I ain't even get to the best part. Why, when she got up here, said, Iris, can I have a chat with you? Can I pull you for a chat? Matter of fact, let's just go to Soul Ties because it's going to be quick for me to get there and say what I need to say. Guys, do you guys mind go ahead and giving us some space and like go downstairs while we chat? Not you demanding on men to go downstairs. I wish they would have hit her with the Nicki Minaj. I'm staying right here. I'm staying right here. Okay? So the dudes still leave. They go down there, talk to the girls. The girls all getting up there because they already know she finna go crazy. I'm like, wait. So everybody knows Hurricane Huda has arrived and ain't nobody trying to stop the hurricane? Nobody's telling her she's overreacting. Iris tried to tell her in some kind of way by telling her it's not even worth your tears, it's not even worth any of that. Like it's gonna be okay. Like it's been 2 weeks. Like it's fine. It's okay. Right? So Iris tried to let her know that. But everybody else know it's going crazy. They telling the boys telling the girls run up there and go in just to prevent everything from going down. And it's like and no, ain't nobody gonna tell her. Okay. So then she asked, yeah, so then Huda asked her to tell her about the date. And she says that well, he said that, he's open to explore other connections. And so Huda getting pissed right out the gate. So she was already pissed before she got up there. And Iris says, she said, well, did he say anything about me? Did he say anything about me on the date? Now why would he need to do that? But anywho, she says, well, no. Okay, the way she literally sat up there trying to act like she thinking about something. Well, no, he didn't. Okay, he didn't say anything about you, but he did say that everything was pretty stressful. This whole situation is just very stressful. Baby, I was loving me some Iris. I said, come on, girl. But she was just being honest though. She was just being so honest. So her dream, so she was like, well, I mean, what kind of date did you guys go on? She was like, just sat on the beach. Really, Iris didn't even tell her everything because Iris is scared. Iris is uncomfortable. And Iris, I hate that you had to be in that situation, girl. Okay, so Iris didn't even tell her like, oh, we did the little canoeing or whatever the little thing is called. Or we were in the water and then we sat on the beach and did this and that. She didn't even really get to what they really did for real. But she's like, just sat on the beach, just sat on the beach, just a little piece of beer or something, just a little, yeah, that's it. Okay, so she was like, "Oh wow, really? Uh, on the beach, huh? That's my favorite day, huh? Yeah, my dream day. Wow. Okay." And he knows that too. And I'm like, "Girl, are you okay? Are you sane? He did not pick her as his girl, and he did not pick this date. Matter of fact, he didn't even get the damn text." She got the text. Oh, you know what? Speaking of text, shout out to one of my subbies, Lori. And you know what? I said I was gonna wear my shirt. She got me 2 shirts from Love Island. Shout out to her. Yes. And she got me my own little cup, the little things that they drink out of. So yes, with my name on it. So I will be coming with my Love Island gear the next time. Period. Shout out to her because I got a text. But loved it, girl. I was over there screaming in the car like, I know the people was thinking I was crazy. And I'm like, mind your business in your car. You know what I'm saying? Period. So anywho, yeah, so they're over there talking or whatever, and Huda over there crying, calling him a liar, all this and that. And I'm like, girl, shut up. And this is where I'm really looking at the screen like nobody's gonna tell her. This shit, like you're kind of overreacting. You act like this man really cheated on you. You act like this man has left the villa. He's still there. You have an opportunity to make things right with this relationship or this situation or whatever y'all got going on. Y'all could, get back. It ain't gonna change America's mind on how we feel about y'all, but y'all could get back. Like, why are you doing all of this? And then I keep going back to 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks, and it's giving high school. It's high school, like Iris said. It's giving high school for sure. So Huda is now trying to have an issue with Iris, y'all. So that night when they're getting ready, she gonna go and talk to, I think it was Shelly, like, oh my God, like I don't trust that Irish chick. I don't trust her. Like, no. And it's crazy how she goes about deflecting onto everybody else instead of looking inward. So now she's saying she don't like Iris. She feels like she's not a girl's girl. And then I think she even called her another bitch. And I'm just like, girl, you say that you're a girl's girl, but you're really not. You not either. So Jeremiah tries to pull her for a chat, and this is where it really got crazy. So he pulls her for a chat. When he sits down, he automatically apologizes to this woman for what all took place last night, right? He apologizes to her, and he says he froze like last night. So he should have came and checked on her. He couldn't. He froze. He shut down, right? So she tells him he plays victim, and she notices patterns that are selfish, and last night was one. I She needs a mirror. She needs a mirror. She needs a mirror. She needs a mirror. She needs a mirror too. She needs a mirror. And then she says that she doesn't care about she says he doesn't care about her in that way. Then he says that she often talks because he was like, first of all, wait a minute. I'm finna say what the hell it is that I gotta say because you're not finna just keep talking, okay? Because a lot of times I let you talk and talk and talk and talk and I never get a word in, and that's how it always is. So now I feel like he's gonna be paying more attention to the issues that they have. And maybe, Jeremiah, that might be a reason why some Americans voted because of how y'all communicate. Y'all don't do a good job at communicating, and she loves to talk, 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 and don't let that man get his words in, right? So she says he didn't care that she almost got voted off, right? And I'm like, at this point, you can send both of them home for real. They both can go. So she blaming him like he made the ultimate decision, like it was him. Girl, then tells him to stand up for himself. I said, ma'am, don't tell this man to stand up for himself if when he's trying to at least say something to you, you keep cutting him off and taking over the damn conversation. How was he supposed to stand up for himself? Then you're telling him to stand up for himself as if you wasn't standing on the sideline when he literally was standing up to the guys. Like, hello? I don't know. Like, girl, you look crazy. Then tells him he is the reason ooh, 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 classic gaslighting, narcissism. Do you hear what I say? This woman told this man, and if the roles were reversed, I will be calling him out, right? This girl told this man that he is the reason she talks to him the way that she does. He is the reason she acted out, crashed out, did what she did, ran up there, damn near had the whole villa afraid that she was finna choke the out of Iris, right? He is the reason. No, Bookie. No, we the reason. America is the reason that you was crashing out the way that you was. We are the reason. Okay? And part of it is you too. Because you don't have no emotional maturity, as you would say. You are not in control of your emotions either. Okay, my girl Shelly got played to the ultimate, well, not the ultimate left, but she got played to the left when she thought that Ace was finna choose her and chose Amaya. She didn't crash out. She didn't go and do all this extra stuff and call Ace out and cuss him out and this and that. If anything, she stayed clear of him for a little piece, right? Like, girl. I mean, I feel like Bella didn't even really trip out. What Bella did do was, take it up a notch. That's what Bella did, kissing and stuff. Yeah, she was hurt when she got eliminated, but Bella didn't even go off like that. And you over here going off after 2 weeks, the way that you are, and then you over here telling him that he is the reason that you're doing all of this stuff. I said, damn, if you talk, I hate this. If that's how you talk to him, and let me say this, if he really was the reason for those things, then I would get it. But I don't feel like he was. I feel like we Americans were, because we voted. Okay? We voted for things to be that way. And if that is how you sound talking to him, I would hate to see how you talk to your child. Just a little piece, okay? Probably over there gaslighting the baby too, ain't no telling. But so I know she talk crazy to her baby daddy. She probably do, child. Because all the senses go out the window. All of it. Somebody says yes. When she said you're the reason, I was like, huh? Okay. So if he tells you to jump off a bridge, you will. You're in control of your actions and words, Huda. Get the fuck out of here. Exactly. I have to agree. I agree, Fedora. Like, what? Thank you. Huda's issues is with America, not Jeremiah. Okay, he can't help that he coupled with this girl. And she really, in my personal, I feel like she's going to be trying to ruin this experience for him as he tries to get to know this young lady. And when she says stand up for yourself, I'm like, yeah, stand up for yourself and take a stand on getting to know somebody else outside of her ass. How about that? Since she wants you to stand up so much, do just that. Do just that. Okay? That's crazy. Yeah, very much so giving manipulator vibes. Very much so. I mean, she was doing that out the gate with Iris as soon as she got in there talking about well, we're not closed off, but how you positioned it was that y'all were closed off because neither one of y'all want anybody else. And I feel like Jeremiah may have just went along with it, one for the game, and two, I don't know, maybe to not piss her off or whatever, but primarily for the game for sure. That's whack, okay? Um Not scooped up and shipped back. Let's see. Huda with friendly text to the girls of Casa to guilt them into not messaging. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Baby, that would be something. I don't think they're gonna give us a iconic moment like last year where every guy brought back a girl. I don't even want to see that this year. I wouldn't even want to see that. But I definitely would want to see, a few of them bring somebody back. I mean, you're gonna have to for it to be a little more drama, right? If they don't bring anybody back, I'm sure some bombshells are gonna be right on the way, probably the next day or something, to test the situation. Um, yeah, Miss Ma'am was over there spazzing out, y'all. And I mean, I was here for some of it. I'm not gonna lie. I was here for some of it, girl, because we knew the crash out. We knew it was coming. We knew. We were ready. We were waiting. We were looking forward to this episode to see how everything was going to play out. Yes, yes, yes. Give it to us. Give it to us. Yes, we want all the drama. But then I do think she took some things a bit further. Now she ain't have to call that man no BIT or no punk BIT. You know what I'm saying? She ain't have to do that. And then talk about some, he gonna have to, what she said, he'll never get her back. Like, it's gonna have to take a miracle for him to get her back. I guess, child. Knowing you want to be back with him, but she trying to feel like she's standing her ground, like she trying to teach him a lesson or something. I'm like, okay. All you doing is making him feel like I see why America doesn't want me to rock with you. Because Ace, when she was spazzing the last time, Ace was like, or earlier in the episode, I don't know if it was when she was cussing him out and she had walked past and shot a bird or whatever. He was like, and see, this is the very thing that I was trying to look out for you for. These type of actions right here. Child. It was a good episode though. We appreciate the drama. And it looked like it's going to continue. We shall see. But why do I feel like with this sit down? Because I think it went off with them talking. I think at some point when she's done talking, she's going to let him talk. I think they're going to get back to being okay. I feel like they're going to kiss each other. Because one thing about Huda, once she has like a upsetting moment with the guy, she likes to throw herself on them afterwards. I don't know what that's about, but it's definitely giving some type of toxic something to me. Um, they gonna end up kissing, or she probably gonna be on top of him or something like that. She gonna leave with sex in some way, shape, or form. In some way, shape, or form, and that's just what it's gonna be. Um, let's see. Huda made herself. What did you say? Made herself think that she convinced herself. That's something. Yeah. Um, let me see what you said. Because if that was the case, he would have been like, nobody should talk to Huda. He wanted her to explore other people too. My guess is him. I don't know what you were saying. I feel like I missed part of your message. You think he's the problem versus her? Is that what you were saying? I'm not sure. Um that would, I mean, yeah, if he turned her down, that would be good to end that whole toxic trend of it all that they got going on. Not Tom and Jerry has to go. Well, we shall see. Hopefully, we get another vote this week to vote our favorite couples to the top, and they probably gonna end up sending a couple home. Who knows? I don't know. They're saying we getting a recoupling tomorrow, but I really wish we got a recoupling on Thursday, and they allowed us to like vote again on Tuesday for like, I don't know, favorite couples. But maybe they're gonna let people recouple and then we vote for our favorite couples in an effort to kick some other people off the show. So we'll see. But that's all I got, you guys. Okay, somebody said, oh, you think both of them is a problem, Ginger? Jeremiah is a problem, and so is Huda. And there's that. But that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie That's Me. And I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Make sure y'all like up the video, please. Bye-bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cash died at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Aegis. Game time, I invaded gym. High elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over. I'm Invader Zim, on a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasted film.